Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is Equipment Share's how-to series. Today we're doing a block heater in the beautiful state of
Montana.
Thank you, Tom. And today it's on a Takeuchi TL12R2 R2D2.
Yep.
That's a mouthful. So in the beautiful state of Montana, we are starting to see snow here on the ground, and this is one of those installations that are important for winter, right?
Yes.
Right. Why is a block heater important?
It helps the engine start easier in the cold.
But the installations can be challenging. I think you said that there is a challenge on this one,
Yeah,
right?
the plugs are hard to get to. They're tucked up in.
Hard to get to, right?
And tight.
And tight. Okay, so what's important is preparation. Knowing these two things. They're hard to get to and they're tight. So knowing that you're gonna need some sort of brake or impact gun, right? To get the plug out.
Yep. Breaker bar.
Breaker bar, and it's so hard to get to. You can get this block heater at shop.equipmentshare.com. Everything that you need is under the sun there on that website. For your block heaters, oil changes, and everything in between, we've got you covered at shop.equipmentshare.com. Is this easy?
Yeah.
Yeah, how long is this gonna take?
About an hour.
That's it?
Yeah, hour and a half.
Okay, you ready to go?
Yep.
We're kind of doing it now, huh?
Yeah, we're draining coolant.
We're draining coolant. All right, cool. So beforehand, we like to prep your tools, right? Kind of understand what we're gonna need. So what do we need here for the block heater?
Okay, the 12mm wrench will pull the battery disconnect. Yeah, an impact, and then a 17mm wrench will pull your belly pan and your access panel to your battery. 35mm fits the block heater. Element, 19 if you need to pull the radiator and swing it out of the way. 24mm impact swivel for the cab bolts. A 17mm hex plug, 1/2-inch drive, will pull the hex plug out of the side of the block. And ratchet and extension to get to it.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, so it's really tough to see where the element goes, right?
Yes.
Stuff deep underneath there. But we have a motor where we can show everybody.
Yes,
Let's go see it. So show me where, because this is really hard to show everybody at home, way underneath there.
The whole hydraulic tank assembly and frame is in the way, but it goes right here. You'll have to reach up. I reach up from the bottom, and you can just feel it with your hand if you come in from the bottom. This is the plug here.
But that's not easy.
No. 17mm.
And a long arm.
A long arm. And you take that out, and then you thread pipe the new one, or thread tape the new one, put the new one in, and away you go.
What is that?
Pigment. So when we make a mess, we don't make a mess.
Love it.
Okay.
Okay, so Tom, we got the cab up, right?
Yes. So we disconnected the negative cable on the battery for safety purposes with electrical wires. We tipped the cab up and locked it in with the safety pin.
2 bolts for the cab?
2 bolts in the front, left and right corner.
Okay.
They're out in the open. Cab tips up, lock it in with a safety pin so it doesn't fall on you. 4 bolts for the belly pan, pull the belly pan out. Pull the 2 bolts for the access panel of the coolant drain. Drain coolant. Once coolant's drained, we'll just reach up in there and pull the plug, put the block heater in, put it back together.
So you were saying the tip is to
do this after you disconnect the battery, pull your coolant, and then do everything else because you can do it while you're waiting.
All right, so we were just talking as we were sitting around waiting for this thing forever.
Yes.
There is a faster way.
Yeah, if you pull the petcock all the way out, just don't lose the O-ring, it will come out faster.
So time to crawl underneath and get the plug out, right?
Yep.
What do we got here?
17mm
Cool.
hex plug,
Okay.
1/2-inch drive.
Love it. Good luck.
Yeah. So, come up in with your extension.
Wow, that's tight in there.
Yeah, I just reach up in all the way up.
All right.
So, plug comes out.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's a challenge.
And then you just put the element back in.
That's exciting. All right, let's get the element.
So here's your element. Goes in the water jacket. It's pipe thread. And then I just take it.
This is like me trying to install a new shower head.
Yeah.
I hate that tape. I'm the worst at it. What's the tip of the day with this white tape? Please.
Run it backwards. I don't know. That's the only thing I do. Oh. Slide way back up in here. Oh boy. We'll go all the way up in, and you'll get it started. Put it in. A lot of times I'll start it. It's easier if you get just this part, the extension and the socket, started, and then put the ratchet on second. And then there's the dipstick in the way and all that. And once you get that started, you'll just come up with the ratchet, and I hook on the back end. So this is the element's cord that goes in to the element, and we will run it so the operators or whoever can find it easily.
Sweet.
We try to run them, and we run them out near the fuel cap, and we just zip tie them here, so that way they're easy out of the way. We will run this down to the element, zip tie it away from all the emissions exhaust. It gets hot, and then that'll be that.
That's a good tip. Thanks. Joe, next part.
On the inside, you run the line.
Whoa, let me get in here.
The cord comes in. You have to tuck it in, and then you'll have to refind it from down below. And it goes down in there. Because the block heater is about here. If that's easier for you to do it that way, you can get it from up top. But it's about somewhere right about in there.
Whoa, deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you feed it in, and then I come in and grab it from down here. You'll see it kind of hangs down. And you just get up here, find your plug again in the dark, and plug it in, and it's in.
Is it?
Yep. Awesome. And then you just zip tie the cord out of the way. Here's your cord, and I just bring it up here with these def lines, keeping it away from the exhaust. Yeah. So.
Putting these in a spot that's easy access is so important.
Yes.
Right?
Otherwise, you'll get a call and they can't find it.
Yeah.
So here it's near the fuel. We try to put all of our units in the same spot, so when they do call, everyone knows. Next step is put the petcock back in. Make sure your O-ring's good. And then we put the coolant back in. Do your best to not make a mess.
So currently we're putting this back in because the machine is new.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Yeah. So if though it wasn't, we'd have to maybe look at the user's manual.
Yeah, check your manufacturer specified recommendations on when to replace it.
So time to put the machine back together.
Yes. We'll put the cab down. Take your safety pin out. Grab your cab, pull, it will push. Put your bolts in, get them started. Impact.
Hey Tom, what'd you just pull out of your pocket?
Pull the cab safety pin out of my pocket. That's how they get lost. Cab's tightened down.
Okay, time for the belly
The
pan.
belly pan and the access to the coolant drain, coolant petcock. Bring the coolant petcock back in the way. That's on. Again. The belly pan, the front two holes, I slotted. And you just start the bolts. It will help you hold it into place. Don't drop it on your head, that hurts. And then you just start one of the back bolts.
Time to button her up.
Yep. Hoods. Then we'll put the battery back on. Slide the negative cable back up in and on. And on. Push it down. Put your little rubber booty on. That's that. Just cover it back on. You're done.
Booyah. All right, Tom, let's fire her up.
Yeah. So you just fire it up and then you'll let the engine warm up, bring it up to high idle is what I do, and get it warm and then check for leaks. And then let it cool down, check for coolant level.
All right, Tom, we did it.
Yep.
That wasn't easy.
Not any harder than anything else.
I like that. So obviously what we experienced was the element itself is so tight inside there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So I think that's probably the
That's the hardest part, is finding it and getting it out and getting doing it.
Right.
Other than that, you're just feeling it. You have to feel it.
Go to shop.equipmentshare.com. We got everything there that you need to get your cold weather kit, especially the block heaters. Winter is coming, right?
Yes.
Winter is here.
No, this isn't winter yet.
This isn't yet?
No, this is fall.
I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the series. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us for more, and get those alerts going to you for the next videos we got coming out. And that's it. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, Montana, you.